A little over 2 years ago, I arrived in a small surf town in the middle of nowhere of Panama called Playa Venao. It was never on my radar, yet by some divine reason, my brother told me I had to come visit him while he was living there. I made the decision to go 2 weeks before my flight date because God answered my prayer of desperation. At the time, I was working really hard as an entrepreneur while navigating my spiritual awakening and experiencing a dark night of the soul, feeling very lost, anxious, and depressed. The miracle arrived when someone out of the blue made an offer to buy the e-commerce store I was running at the time, which was my ticket and permission to embark on a journey to explore life and get to know myself deeper. My plan to stay for 1 week ended up being 4 months, where I met the love of my life, became best friends with my brother, lived in community, fell in love with life, and met myself deeper than I ever have before, amongst a few of the things that happened. My 1 week journey turned into a 2-year chapter of calling Vanuatu one of my homes that shaped me into who I am today. I spent the first 4 months of this year living in our home in Vanuatu with my partner Taylor, but everything within me felt off. Everything on the surface was picture perfect. Living deeply in love and joy together, making our house a home, living a 30-second walk from a pristine raw surf beach, immersed in nature, surrounded by community, and seemingly living the dream life. Yet it seemed like no matter what I did, I couldn't feel fully fulfilled or happy. I gaslighted myself into trying to be happy and accepting my reality until I realized that I had outgrown the place that shaped me in so many ways. I wasn't living in truth or honesty with myself or my intuition because I'd realized that my intuition had been telling me that it was time to shift, move on, and actually listen to my body and my needs. For months, if not over a year, I'd been feeling like everything that I tried to do in Vanuatu was simply impossible for me. Over time, this led to me feeling like I was losing myself and who I was at my core. Nothing really excited me, and I wasn't putting my energy into what I actually loved to do. I was starting to feel numb. And so I made the decision to come back to New Jersey, the place that I had left where I embarked on my unexpected soul expansion journey. I knew it was what I needed to do to come back to myself. I had to be alone. I had to return to my roots. I had to seriously come back into nutritional balance and a physical movement practice that lit me up because my life force had started to deteriorate living in Vanuatu. I had to come back to the place that I initially ran away from. So here I am, and I couldn't be more grateful to be where I am. I'm realizing more than ever now that change is the only constant. Vanuatu had been a place of initiation for my soul that brought the most love, abundance, joy, and experience in my life, yet it was a leg of the journey that wasn't meant to last forever. I got attached to the vision of my dream life and it being my home, so much so that it blinded me from acknowledging what I actually needed for so long but was putting it on the back burner. Sometimes we have to take a few steps back so that we can move forward. The journey of life is so non-linear. Being home now has been so special because I feel revived. I feel inspired and excited by life again. I feel a sense of freedom, curiosity, and excitement that I remember feeling when I first got to Panama. I acknowledge that my 2-year chapter in Vanuatu has come to a close, and I'm so grateful for that. Yes, it feels like I'm stepping into the unknown again, and that does bring up fear, but it's in the unknown where the magic happens. I'm reconnecting to the things that I'm passionate about. Holistic nutrition, using food as medicine, expanding consciousness, reading, subconscious rewiring, and living in tune with my body and my cycle. Living at home with my parents has felt mundane and really triggering at times, and I've been feeling more lonely and disconnected from people around me. Sometimes this would have sent me into a spiral, but I know that I needed this time to integrate massive transformation, return to center, and deeply rest. What I learned through this experience of feeling stuck, stagnant, and uninspired is that our body's always speaking to us. If something is off, our body is asking us to reflect on ourselves, our life, and where this unease is coming from. Sometimes we need to step away from where we are and break the pattern to realize what's actually going on from a macro scale. I've been moving through feelings of self-judgment and battling my inner critic, yet I remind myself to remain soft and gentle with my human. You don't have to try to be something that you aren't. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You can allow yourself grace to shift, change, and reinvent yourself as many times as you need. So many things can coexist at once. I really think that this is the beauty of life, yet it can feel so looked down upon and judged by society. Tomorrow I leave my 2-month chapter of being at home to go to Colorado to reunite with Taylor and spend time with my family. It feels surreal reflecting on this journey for the first time this deeply and being really raw and true to myself. It can feel really scary sometimes. I know myself deeper than ever before, yet I still know nothing. How beautiful it is to surrender the need for control and attachment to results and outcomes. I really hope that this video brought you inspiration so that you may walk in love and truth to yourself. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I'm so excited for this journey of life together with you all.